Welcome back to $2 Garage. In the previous episode, the injectors were frozen. We have some, hopefully, positive progress.
Okay, so what I did was I soaked them in Hot Shot Secrets. It's a fuel injector cleaner that's usually dumped in your tank. So I soaked it in there for about 12 hours. And already freed this up, so I want to show you guys that I took it like this, and I think you can hear that. Tied the battery to it. Took these and whacked them a few times, like 10 times, and it broke everything free.
This is called foreshadowing. I'm sure they're fine, no issues at all. Our ignition coil is unplugged, so we don't have fire. We're gonna power this up and see if it shoots gas.
This is what came out of that one.
Nothing.
Is it a little bit of water? It looks like water.
That injector is hooked up to a 9-volt battery. Welcome back to a new day. That is what came out of the tank. That kind of smells like gas, but this is what came out of the bottom. And what I'm gonna do, if you can hear me over the compressor, is I'm gonna take this and blow it in here, and some will come out there, and the rest should come out of the back.
Which one did you go? The one on the front, right? Oh boy. That's the supply.
And that is the feeder line to the rail. This is definitely not good. I can stick my head in there and smell it. If gas is still good, it will nearly immediately give you a headache. Time for a whole lot of what you just saw. Well, this is what happens when you only clean the tank and don't clean the lines. Oh, great. That's what came out of the tank. Well, at least it's not glittery. Quaker State 5W40. It was the cheapest name brand non-gas station oil around. Yes, there's some vitamins and nutrients and non-oil filled gas for you. It's been a few days. I've been cleaning contacts and checking grounds and doing boring wiring stuff, but I finally made some headway. So our taillights have been removed, and they used, this is butyrol. You can see it here too, to a lesser extent. This is what they use to make seals for refrigerators, and it doesn't like to come off. But what we see here is a tail light, and this is our mod, which will go right there, and it'll fill in the tail light. Here's your ground, there's your power, and this essentially, so when my running lights are on, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4 instead of 1, 3, 4. Hazard. Running lights. A solution has been found for our butyrol here. This is messy. Paint thinner. Now this is naphtha. It's basically paint thinner. Obviously, beware, it could damage your paint. You know, we're so concerned about paint here because it's just perfect. That is clean enough to put our taillights back into. It is currently early November. I sent these out in early September. These are my injectors. Turns out 2 of them were bad, but it's been taking about 3 months to get these, and it cost $400. But they're here, they can be installed, and I can't buy new ones because these are unobtainium. A lot of the weight was these two. 2 of these are sourced from another place and rebuilt. These were so far gone, they could not be saved. Because the injectors are here, I actually have the motivation to work on this So we're going to be installing our LED tail light. No rush, I'm sure it won't be dark in 3 seconds. Because eBay quality, they don't fit, so you know, bend these tabs down. You then take your light and push it in there. Your next step is pretty simple. You're going to take off your brown connector here, run this red connector on that tab, and attach your brown to that tab here. Then take your black wire, run it to this bottom one here, again wiggle that off. Time to put everything back together. In my infinite wisdom, I accidentally left this screw that holds the plate and the rest of the tail light together. Time to put this light in. Now this light is not original. This is from a junkyard car. It was in better shape. And I would advise using an 8mm deep. That's a good sign. Nothing holding this on, so just like that, our tail lights are installed. And kind of one step closer here. Time to put in the injectors.
It has to slide into that slot. It locks in like that. And that's what holds it into the rail.
Battery's hooked up. Everything looks like it's popped in. There's no fuses or relays out of place. I'm not gonna say it's gonna start because it never has.
Yeah, but we don't even know if the battery's got a charge. So try it. Remember, you gotta turn the key on and off a few times. And shut it back off. Turn it back on. Okay, try it now.
Yes! It's not running great. It's running better than it was last time I was running. This was visibly shaking. Now it's slightly shaking. I think there's a mount down there or something like that that's worn out. And our lights on our dashboard are iffy, so fun. Our temp gauge is working. So I'm probably gonna take the dash off because if you move that up for your light, it barely works. That's gonna be an episode within itself. Our steering pump is making noise, but the good side is it's not leaking antifreeze all over the place. It's not smoking either. Not as much.
Every now and then it just starts smoking. Look at that fluid.
Ooh, that looks tasty.
That's power.
The already mentioned dash light, the brakes feel like they're wooden, probably need to be bled, and the oil pressure gauge is pegged. Well, it finally runs, and that is fantastic. Hopefully we will go on from here. Don't forget to leave a like, favorite, and subscribe. This is $2 Garage. Have a nice day.